Oh, Krishna. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Rama, Rama, Could I please have a pen just for 1 minute? Thank you very much. Yes. No black bag. Where is it? Oh, this is called illusion. So, Hare Krishna, I wish you a wonderful good morning, and I'm very excited to have our second workshop of the Living Name Retreat. I can well imagine that some more devotees are on their way to attend, but Brother Sleep was also there in the morning. So we will just chant a little. I request you during the chanting to already again apply what you have learned yesterday, and I will remind you during the kirtan to do so. So we will start. But first of all, I'm really excited to give the second part of the Living Name Retreat, because yesterday I think we all felt such a wonderful atmosphere descended into our lives. So that is Krishna's mercy. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Nyaviha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Navalabha Girivaradha Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Braja Janadandana Yasodanandana Braja Janadandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunya Vihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama My dear devotees, let us please apply the lessons from yesterday. We will start with aligning our body, then our mind, and then our heart. So please sit. You should sit comfortable and stable. Sit steady. Then be sure that you pronounce the mantra. And then, most important, that you listen to the mantra absolutely attentively. You need to listen not so much to what others sing, but what you sing. In Kirtan, we want to discover our own voice, our devotional voice, the voice of our soul, and we want to hear also our own voice. Please sing now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Excellent. The next thing is align your mind. Be totally present in what you do, and whenever the mind should wander, as it most probably will, bring it back to the holy name. Total presence and pulling the mind back. Please sing now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The last thing, and then I will let you not disturb you any longer. You need to bring your heart, and that is done by infusing your chanting with devotional feelings. It could be praying and asking for mercy, for instance. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave the example. He said, "Oh my Lord, I have fallen into the dreadful ocean of material life, samsara. I am only a tiny particle of dust at your lotus feet. Please be causelessly merciful to me. Please be causelessly merciful to me and bring me back to the safe shelter of your lotus feet." Feelings like this, where you turn to Krishna and chant prayerfully, will awaken your devotional heart. Please sing now. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please listen carefully. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yes. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hai Bo, Hai Bo, Hare Hai Bo. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Gaura Hare, Jaya Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare, Gaura Hare. Jaya Lakshmi Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimha. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Sri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Jai Radhe. Gaura Premanandi, Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. We have just practiced the first item of the living names. The title Living Names indicates that our chanting can be either alive or dead. When we chant with a lively enthusiasm, Krishna will reveal himself more than if we chant in a half-dead fashion. So just like the body is dependent for its living condition on 5 life airs, in the Living Name School, which is one of various approaches. It's not the only approach to chanting the holy name. We learn of 5 life airs, 5 pranas that invigorate and enliven our practice. The first one, which you have only gotten a taste of, is yojana, or aligning body, mind and heart, thank you, to the practice of chanting the holy name. Please forgive me, normal living name retreat lasts 1 full week, and there are many sessions, 4 sessions during the day. Here we don't have the time, but we can give a taster. And if you find value in some of the things which you practice, if you feel how you go deeper, then the most important message we have for you is make that one thing which has helped you a daily practice that you regularly perform, and you will see almost miraculous transformation, not only in your japa. The transformation which you will see when you make one thing that works for you, your regular practice, is your whole life and relationship to Krishna will change. So now in our second workshop we will hear about the second step. The second step is the Sambandha. I will request our Ramananda Saka to please put on the projection board the following text. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 22, verse 33. I repeat, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 22, verse 33. 22, 33. Thank you. The man of the magic has acted. There's a very nice verse appearing which really encapsulates the essence of the second step, and we will chant it together and then hear a little bit about it. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shiva Shadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sahodito Godadaye Pushpavanto Shitro Chando Tamo Nudo O Tamo Krishna Tomahana Yadi Bale Ekabar Tomahana Yadi Sorry, I made a mistake. Krishna Tomahana Yadi Bale Ekabara Maya Banda Hoite Krishna Tare Kare Para Krishna Tomar Hana Yadi Bale Kabara Maya Banda Hoite Krishna Tare Kare Para Would someone of you like to chant this verse? Yeah, just go ahead without. Krishna Tamahana Jodi Bole Ekabara
Maya Bandho Hoite Krishna Tare Kare Paro.
Oh, Paka Bengali. Krishna Tomahane Jodi. Immediately we recognized your fortunate birth. Yes. Krishna Tomahane Jodi Bole Ekabara
Maya Bandha Hoite Krishna Tare Kare Par
Maya Banda Hoite Krishna Tare Kare Para Krishna Tomahane Jadi Bale Kabara
Maya Banda Hoite Krishna Tare Kara Para
Maya Banda Hoite Krishna. I thank you very much. Since we have a lot of ground to cover today, I will immediately read the translation without any further devotees chanting. Listen. One is immediately freed from the clutches of Maya if he seriously and sincerely says, "My dear Lord Krishna, although I have forgotten you for so many long years in the material world, today I'm surrendering unto you. I'm your sincere and serious servant. Please engage me in your service." Isn't that something which we really would aspire for, to immediately be freed from the clutches of Maya? No? And here, let us hear this again, because some of us are still arriving, bodies already sitting, but now we need you. One is immediately freed from the clutches of Maya if he seriously and sincerely says, "My dear Lord Krishna, although I have forgotten you for so many long years in the material world, today I'm surrendering unto you. I'm your sincere and serious servant. Please engage me in your service. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivashesha Sunyavadi Askatyane Satarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Nivasani Govinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. My dear devotees, there are two types of bondage. One is extremely miserable, and the second is extremely blissful. Let us talk first, in the words of Srila Prabhupada, about the miserable chain around the neck of every one of us. In the old days, in the prison of Alcatraz, which we have seen with our own eyes from the distance, prisoners had an iron collar and a chain around the neck. They couldn't escape. This material consciousness, Prabhupada says, is like a chain around the neck of the conditioned soul. As long as he is bound to the material conception, he cannot get out of Maya's clutches. However, if by Krishna's mercy he gets in touch with a bona fide spiritual master, abides by his order and serves him, engaging other conditioned souls in the Lord's service, he then attains liberation and Lord Sri Krishna's shelter. This Maya bondage is very insidious because you cannot see the chain. If we would ask, please, the text says every conditioned soul, I am a conditioned soul, has a chain around the neck. Please show me. The problem is it is an invisible chain. It's a chain which really works on your whole psychology. I would like to give you an easy to understand example from a disaster that happened in an Indian zoo. Fire broke loose in this zoo, and all the animals who were imprisoned, behind bars, could fortunately escape. The only exception was the strong elephant. Upon further investigation by the insurance companies, it was found out that at the time when the elephant died, he had been bound to a little plastic pole in the ground by a flimsy little rope. little. He only would have to do this, effortless move of his leg, and he would be free, and he would have escaped like the monkeys did, like the giraffes did, like the panthers did, like everyone else. But he had an invisible chain around the neck. Let me explain. When the young elephant was captured, this is what the investigation brought to light. He was a small elephant, a baby elephant. He was captured somewhere near Haridwar and separated from his mother and then captured and brought to the camp of his captivators. There he was tied to a strong, sturdy tree by a chain which was fastened to an iron, it's almost like an iron collar around the leg. Do you understand? For 1 week, my dear devotees, the helpless little elephant, yearning for his mother, had tried to escape. It had pulled and pulled again. The iron, what is it, iron trap or the iron, please help me. Thank you, Prabhu. The iron shackle, being constantly moved by the elephant, had dug into his skin. The wound first started to bleed profusely, but then pus and other substances began to ooze out of the wound. It was very painful. The elephant got some medicine, antibiotics by its capturers, but was not released. It became a festering wound. Painful, let us use the word excruciating painful. Then, after 1 week, or 1.5 weeks, I don't remember now, the iron shackle was removed, and instead a very tiny little woolen thread was fastened to the leg. Now the young elephant could have easily torn this woolen thread, but he didn't, because although the iron chain had been removed in one way, in another, much more insidious way, it had remained. It was now in the mind. After 1 year of 1 week, or 1.5 weeks, of torturing himself almost to death in order to become free again, the elephant resigned to the understanding, no matter what I do, I won't be able to escape. Now, can you understand? The chain was no longer there. It was not visible any longer. It was invisible, but much stronger. We are all like these elephants, like these captured elephants. We are bound by invisible chains, habits, you could say, concepts, understandings, which bind us to an unfree, conditioned life where we cannot live our full potential. Can you understand the analogy? And can you understand how bad invisible chains are? It is clear. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Now, we want to exchange the Maya Bandha, the bondage by Maya, by illusion, we want to exchange it with what we call Krishna Sambandha. Let us delve a little in the Sanskrit in order to understand, because this will be crucial to understanding and applying the second step of chanting. The Sanskrit word Sambandha indicates a relationship, but literally it means bandha, bound together, and some means totally, or relationship is a state where one person enters into a kind of I don't want to use the word bondage. Bond. Ooh, English language is rich language, if one only knows it. A relationship is a bond. No? Do we say it like this? Loving bond. It is there. It is always there. Like the mother has a loving bond to her child, and always, even in the seminar, she will think about the child. Friendships are also such good and healthy bonds, which engage us, which capture our mind, which are very, very powerful if you want to live a better life. But the most important relationship, the most important bond, if you so want, is the bond to Krishna. You know everything. By the way, to say Krishna in a Hare Krishna table is always the best answer. You can't go wrong when you say this. But here it is an extremely precise answer. All of you, all of us have an eternal relationship with Krishna. Who was with you before this present birth? Krishna. Who was with you in the uncomfortable womb of your mother? You know, when you became bigger, it became a little narrow. Any normal person would die of claustrophobia. Who was with you there? Paramatma Krishna. Yes. He has gone through you, through your childhood. He has stuck to you, even as you committed the mistakes which all of us do when growing up and not knowing better. He is with you when you are finally dying. He will be there. And believe it or not, He will even be with you when they put your dead body on the funeral pyre, and when it is devoured by the flames. The Lord will not give you up even then. Your body will give you up. Your most treasured possession, everything will go. Only Krishna will be there and accompany you to your next destination. This is the unknown friend. I remember in the 4th canto, Vaidarbhi, who represents the disciple, has just witnessed the amazingly glorious death of a husband who represents in this story the spiritual master. And she laments severely and then erects a funeral pyre and somehow pulls the dead body of Malayat Stvaja on the funeral pyre and is ready to enter the flames and immolate herself. No? So at that time, an unknown person emerges from the thicket of the forest. He comes out. It's a Brahmana, a stately Brahmana. And he says, "Don't you remember me?" Vaidarbhi, totally shocked, looked at him and says, "No. Who are you?" I'm your unknown friend. Both of us live together on the lake of the heart. Yesterday we spoke about this. Remember? The lake of the heart? 2 hangsas, 2 swans, one small, one big. I'm your unknown friend. And in this way, the Brahmana, who's the Lord in disguise, in the disguise of a Brahmana, reminds Vaidabhi of these facts which are mentioned in the Upanishads. For instance, the Manduka Upanishad, and the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, that in the body there are 2 birds. One is trying to enjoy the fruits, the other is silently witnessing and giving his sanction. Yes, 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 no, no, yes, 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 and so on. One is the conditioned living entity, greedy for the illusory fruits of the world, and the other is the Supreme Lord who's with him. This is friendship. Tell me, any one of you out there, do you have a friend who was with you before your birth? Maybe some of you think, yes, my partner in marriage. Others may not think this. Do you have anyone, my dear people out there, who will be with you even when everything is taken away from you? No. This is Krishna, but he's unknown. And at the moment you have forgotten this relationship. You are not aware of this sufficiently. And even though you are members of a wonderful spiritual movement, sometimes during the days, or more often than not, you do not remember Krishna. You remember the activities, you remember the you certainly remember the people who write bad about you on Facebook. You remember your body, which is so old and so miserable. You remember your bad fortune, but you don't remember Krishna. And this is the problem. Aha! In chanting the holy name, if this mentality persists, what are we doing? We chanting a name and we don't think of the person. This is almost offensive. When I say, Go Krishna, I have to say, Go Krishna. I have to make a relationship. I have to think of the person. I cannot allow myself to talk with someone and be absent-minded on my telephone, mobile telephone, and so on. I have to be with the person when I talk. Isn't that very bad? Have you ever talked to someone and he was all the time somewhere else? You know, he was talking to you, yes, 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 I hear you, and was typing, when do we eat, when do we walk, oh, one other, what is the price of this, why so expensive, you're cheating me, yes, I'm talking to you, yes, 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 yes. No, you say I'm not talking to you, I'm sitting here. I will never eat vegan. You can say what you will. I'm talking to you. This is how we are, my dear devotees. We are too much on the mobile phone of our mind. And we don't talk to Krishna, even when we are saying we chant His holy name and addressing Him. So, the second point, the second practice in the Living Name retreat is to turn to Lord Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur makes a very interesting distinction between what he calls shadow chanting and real chanting. And the second step, which we will soon practice, delivers us from the practice of shadow chanting. In the third chapter of Sri Harinam Chintamani, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, Sambandha tatveragyan yavatna, Bengali, hoyo, tavatse nama bhasha, jivera ashraya. Trying to learn. Listen, as long as someone does not understand his relationship with Krishna, the individual soul will take shelter of Namabhasa, the shadow of the holy name. There is a difference between the real name and its shadow. If we chant the shadow of the holy name, we are not aware that we have a relationship, that there is a person hearing us and we are relating to this person. The result of this is, of this shadow chanting, you remain spiritually hungry and you will go for your nourishment to material things. This is a great challenge for the Hare Krishna movement as it expands and expands. The challenge is, will the members actually be only members by name, or will they be actual members who have a great spiritual taste because they are nourished? Let me give you an example of today's Sunday feast. Imagine, for economical reasons, the cooks cook, they want to please everyone. Imagine the cooks want to please everyone by cooking the universal appreciated preparation, pizza. You appreciate pizza? Yeah. Everyone. Pizza. With olive oils and caperis. Maybe a little ananas topping. And melted cheese. But there's an economical arrangement. Good pizza is quite expensive preparation, so the cook decides, I make one very lavish pizza. Then it will be served. There are maybe a little above 200 congregational members, but I will make it like this. I will do the pizza here, then I install a light, and then this pizza will throw a shadow. And I will tell all those hungry congregational members, you will eat pizza today, and everyone will go, woohoo. For economical reasons, we have made a small little special arrangement. Oh yeah, everyone is still. We have here the shadow of the pizza. You eat the shadow. It is inexhaustible. Many people can go and it will stay exactly the same. And they take from there. You understand my example? No one will be nourished. And I guarantee you, if you do this for half a year, there may be only 5 members in the Silicon Valley temple left. I'm talking a little humorously. I think all of you will just go home and make pizza in your oven and no problem. I'm just telling humorously. I want to make the point. A shadow does not nourish. A shadow does not satisfy. A shadow doesn't contribute to your growth even. No? So if you have a shadow practice, a shadow chanting, it will not nourish you, it will not satisfy you, it will not contribute to your spiritual growth, and as a result you will go somewhere else and try to nourish yourself. You will go to the material world, to the internet maybe, to the this and to the that. And you will only become a shadow devotee who remains actually not satisfied. Do you see the problem of shadow chanting? Do you see the problem of being a shadowish or whatever, shady even, in your spiritual practice? It does not nourish you. It is not in your deepest interest. It is against your interest even. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, as long as someone does not understand his relationship with Krishna, as a result, he will take shelter of Namabhasa, the shadow of the holy name, not the real holy name. In giving many holy name retreats all over the world, from Russia to South Africa to India to you name it. I see this is maybe the unrecognized thing in chanting the holy name. Everyone knows already, yes, I have to concentrate, I have to pronounce, I have to sit properly. Everyone has heard, bring the mind back to the sound vibration. This is all very known things, but not many devotees are aware why it is that they are not so spiritually satisfied and still go for substitute gratification into material things. It's because the shadow practice has not yet become a substantial practice. There's a difference between shadow and substance. No? Shadow practice and substantial practice it looks the same, but it is very, very different from each other. But there is hope for all of us. Krishna lives in the inner mind, the chitta, and when he sees that someone turns to him sincerely, and how we will do this we will learn in a moment, he immediately responds. Perhaps you have heard in the Bhagavad Gita this shloka, Ye yatamang prapatyang te tam stataiva bhajamyaham mama vart manu vartante manushya partha savana. It's a love declaration of a love declaration of the Lord to all of us. In the degree someone surrenders unto me, I reward that person accordingly. My dear devotees, Krishna holds a little back. We know Now I've read in Prabhupada's lectures that when one makes a step towards Krishna, Krishna makes 10 steps towards you. In other words, it's not in the degree, it's above the degree is Krishna's reciprocation. So, we will now do an exercise. I will request Gokrishna to chant with us a kirtan where we will actually enter into a relationship with Krishna. Is this a good idea? Yes. Why? We don't want to go for the shadow any longer. We want to go for the substance. You are very bold. My dear devotees, this will be serious now. We will actually build something new, a new experience. Do we have enough oxygen? I think yes. Our air minister has. How are you? Tired? Or is it okay? Yeah? The heat, heat needs to be turned down. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given us 3 meditations that bring us immediately into a relationship with Krishna. And I will start by informing you, this is now a little theory, but then we will soon go into practice. We always, as human beings, think relationally. Can you understand this? Is it an English word? In relation to someone else. I'm thinking, for instance, I'm his son. Or this very nice devotee thinks, I am her mother. It is relational thinking. Or we think when we are like I am their facilitator of this retreat. I'm thinking relation. The word facilitator only appears in relationship to all of you. The word mother, identity of mother, only appears in relationship to the daughter. The word son, the identity of a son, only appears in relationship to the father. Thus, our identity or position is always relative to another person or even an object. Now, during chanting the holy name, you need to see yourself in relationship to very good, you know everything. You need to be in this bond with Krishna, I belong to you. And to help us come there, Bhaktivinoda Thakur offers us 3 steps. First, I'm an atomic particle of consciousness and Krishna's eternal servant. You know, I am really the soul inside the body, and my identity is defined in relationship to Krishna. See this image here. It is not as clear as in the book due to technical difficulties. The chanter is depicted up there, and he thinks of himself as a spiritual soul situated in the heart region and pervading the body through the light of his consciousness. Right? Can you see? The second is Krishna is the infinite conscious entity. I'm small. Krishna is infinite and my only master. And then the third meditation, you see it in the end as a picture, is the material world where I'm presently stuck is a house of correction meant to reform my tendency to remain absent in our relationship. We have a tendency which is not good. We are absent-minded in this relationship. And you are here in this world. You are here born with a body. You are here in California, in Silicon Valley, with one purpose only: to again establish the lost relationship to Krishna. Do you agree? Yes. But what is about money, making money? Position, appreciation, making a family. Aren't these the purposes which occupy 90% of our time? Why? My dear devotees, it's not so black and white. A devotee is in this world, but with the mentality of yukta vairagya. He uses the world. He uses money, family, and so on to serve Krishna. And in this way, it's not to be renounced, but it is to be seen as assets that help me to redevelop this relationship. So I want to now make a kirtan with you. Let us check if you are on the speakers. Go Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, very good, very good, very good. Sit tall, please. Open your shoulders again by rolling them a little back. We want space to breathe and also space to exist. Place your palms, open palms, on your knees, except the Madanga and kartal players. Thank you. And now take a few deep breaths, bringing your awareness to each inhale and exhalation. I will teach you a very little and helpful tip that helps you to pacify your mind. When you breathe out, breathe to your natural limit and then exhale a little bit more. Let me show you. That will automatically increase your inhale. Deep breathing. Out and a little more. continue to breathe consciously. Consciously, some of you are not yet conscious in your breathing. That means be there with your inhale and exhale. When you inhale, say to yourself, in. And when you exhale, say to yourself, out. You need to connect your mind with your breath. The breath is like a horse, or like a bridge, you can say. As you walk the bridge of the breath, you enter or come to a place of calmness. As you are calm, centered and focused, envision in your mind's eye the first truth. I am an atomic small particle of Krishna. I am his eternal servant. I'm categorically different from the body and mind. I am a tiny soul. I'm an eternal, blissful, spiritual being. I am a part of Krishna. Sing with this consciousness.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
I'm a part of Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I only belong to you, my Lord. Sing now. Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, You, O Krishna, are the unlimited conscious entity and my only master. For so long, I have invested in so many relationships, but now I understand that you, Krishna, are my only master and my only true friend. Please sing now.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
The material world is a house of correction, meant to reform my tendency to remain absent in our relationship. Yes, I can see the only purpose of this material world is to teach me to finally connect to you and be present in my identity as your servant. Please accept me. Please sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Everybody together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Chanting is meant to be the ultimate prayer, the ultimate address chosen by the soul to address his master. In chanting we say, "My Lord, I have forgotten you since so many long years in the material world. I'm sorry for this. I want to correct this. Here I am again. Please, I'm your sincere and serious servant. Kindly accept me and engage me in your service." My dear devotees, this may be new land for you, but isn't the process of Krishna consciousness always recognizing something new, something which you have, the same thing really, in a new dimension or in a new depth, you could say. This is upon all of us as a sacred duty to go deeper into our practice. I always like to compare chanting with writing a letter to Krishna. See, there is the chanter on the hill. A little bird has arrived, messenger of Krishna, and he writes a letter. "My dear Lord Krishna, although I have forgotten you for so many years in the material world, Today I'm surrendering unto you. I'm your sincere and serious servant. Please engage me in your service. I wish all of you that you are soon able to write this letter to Krishna. And the Lord, when He sees this, He will immediately respond. Yes, 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 here am I. Come on, come on, come on. Move forward. How to do this practically? Well, one thing is to say a prayer, and this is a very good verse. I have heard from Sri Prahlad from Australia. He's a Gurukul student who is now a professor at the Sydney University. He has said that when they were in the Gurukul, they were chanting this every morning, the children. So another way is, when you chant, you might find it much more easier when you chant at home to chant before your altar. Sit down properly, and all this, and then look while you chant at the deities. I travel always with a picture of the deities which we worship in Gaura Bhavan, and I chant before these pictures. Now, by Krishna's arrangement, Gopal has come, a wonderful Shila, amazing Shila with a footprint of a cow inside on his body. He's really a cowherd boy. He was engaged in herding the cows. This can happen, maybe. So a picture, so that you are really chanting in relationship. Remember, if you don't chant in relationship with Krishna, most probably the other bandha will happen. If you don't chant in Krishna Sambandha, you will maybe chant in Maya Bandha, like our shloka this morning said. No, you will think while you chant, oh, I have to cook still this pasta, because my family will come and they are always so hungry. I have to cook portions for elephants here. Or while you chant, you may think, oh, on my job I have to remember to talk to Mr. So-and-so to make this arrangement work out. You always are defining yourself relationally. So choose your relationship with Maya or with Krishna, especially when you chant the holy name. You should choose Krishna Sambandha. You cannot chant unrelationably. You cannot exist unrelationable. Even now, let us say, no, Maharaj, I'm not thinking of anyone. You will think in relationship to the floor. I'm sitting on the floor and my sitting bones are paining. And you are moving. You can't exist unrelationably because constitutionally you are apart. You are always part. No? Yes? You cannot exist without a relationship. So during chanting, this must be done. My dear devotees, you will, when you chant like this, exit the shadow and enter the light, where you see the real substance. Oh, Krishna. Now I want to make a small little pause, just a question pause. I will ask the question. How long is this seminar? Up till 2 o'clock. Wow. No, what I'm thinking is the Arctic is going on. And how can we go when the Lord is greeted. We can go away from him. I think we should all turn now to the deities and continue with this relationally chanting, because we need practice. We have such an ingrained habit of being out of the relationship that we need to really practice a little bit more. I'm not yet satisfied that all of you have gotten the point, and you will get it by experience only. Three things. I'm a part of Krishna. Krishna is my master, only master. And I'm here in this world only to re-establish again my relationship. And this we will do especially when chanting.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe Madana Mohan, Madan Mohan Radhe, Radhe Radhe Madan Mohan, Madan Mohan Radhe. Radhe Radhe Madan Mohan, Madan Mohan Radhe, Radhe Radhe Madan Mohan. One more time all together. Radhe Radhe Madan Mohan, Madan Mohan Radhe, Radhe Radhe Madan Mohan, Madan Mohan Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Mana. Krishna Krishna. Do you sometimes wish to be more surrendered? Do you sometimes wish to be more Krishna conscious, aware of Krishna? And do you sometimes feel there is something that is stopping you to live the life you secretly really want, the Krishna conscious life? Is there something which is stopping you? Yes. That is Maya Bandha, the chain or the rope of Maya. And it can only be solved if you become Krishna Sambandha. That's a very nice example. In the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam, we all know about Kaliya, the snake demon, who was chastened by Krishna and pardoned and then sent back to Ramanaka Islands. He had to leave the Yamuna and so on. This Kaliya was a devotee before. He was married to devoted wives. Do you know this? And the reason why Krishna acted so kindly with him, although Kaliya really had done the capital crime, he had attempted to, he had killed many with his poisoning the Yamuna. The reason why Krishna was hesitant to act heavy with him was because his wives were his devotees. We sometimes have this, that first wives are devotees and then they make their husbands into devotees. We have this. Or vice versa, that husbands are first devotees and make their wives devotees of the Lord. But in this case, the Kaliya Naga, the wives, were devotees. And because of their prayers, Krishna decided, I make him a devotee also. So after all this was over, and Kaliya came to his senses, he said a prayer which I like very much in this context of our seminar. He said, "Oh my Lord, it is so hard, so very, very difficult to give up one's conditioned nature. By this nature, we are forced to identify with that which is unreal. Look at us serpents. By nature we are bitter. We are envious and we are angry. We are bitter, envious and angry by our nature. How can we possibly give this up on our own?" And then he says, "But thankfully, you are the omniscient Lord of the universe, and you alone can free us from this illusion." My dear devotees, if you turn sincerely to Krishna in your japa or kirtan, you will see how Krishna, taking the sword of knowledge, cuts this. Or the Guru takes the sword of knowledge, and cuts this terrible knot in the heart, this Maya Bandha, and so on. When the Lord sees that you want to turn to Him, He immediately responds. And He says, we have this in the Shastras, it is quoted from the Ramayana, "It is my vow that if one only once sincerely surrenders unto me, saying, 'My dear Lord, from this day I am yours,' and prays to me for courage, then I shall immediately award courage to that person, and he will always remain safe from that time on." What do you think? But if you don't turn to Krishna, if you always, oh Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Pizza, no, that's the wrong word. Hare Rama, Hare, new Apple computer, Krishna, Krishna. You will have to turn away from Maya, bandha and turn to Krishna. My dear devotees, there's one thing which is left to be done, but I want to take the suggestion of Hansa Priya very seriously. I think we were sitting a long time, and yesterday was long. It is good if we make a little active pause where we stretch ourselves. But, my dear devotees, you need to come back, really. Can we all look to this clock? We have to have when the long thing goes to 4, that means 20 past 1. Oh, why be so uncharitable with our time? 25 past 1, everyone should be on the seat. Is it doable? Yes. Wow, that was a strong yes. I will better stay on my seat, otherwise I will not be on time. I expect you 25 past 1 according to this clock. There in the corner. See you very soon. Have a nice pause. Stretch, move. No, don't remain sitting like me. I'm talking, so I'm enlivened, but bathroom, everything can be done. One moment. Can you just give me a pen? Oh, here, we have. Thank you. What is your good name, by the way? Oh, Priya Kishori. Wonderful. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. There is a white Toyota car actually in the parking lot. Please remove your car. It's actually blocking. There's a white Toyota car in the parking lot. Please remove your car. Thank you.
We have to continue. You want me to give a signature? Let me just. Please come after I have to start now. It's a universal language, I think. Like in the cinema. Trying my best. Krishna, Krishna. Nice to see all of you again. Please take your comfortable seat. Before I start, I received one devotee's, he hinted at me, you know, when you do japa, if you want to be good with your japa, it's very important that you respect your bead bag. Sometimes I have seen you put it's on the floor, it's waiting. Why is the bead bag so important? In the beads, there are in the bead bag there are tulasi malas. Do you have tulasi malas here? Good. I think the rule is those who are initiated have tulasi malas, the others not, or everyone has. Everyone has, yeah. Also good. Tulsi is a very dear to Lord Krishna, and as we touch her with our hands, as we move the beads ahead, then we actually collect divine blessings from Tulsi Devi. So it's very important that we, when we go somewhere, that we put our bead bag properly and store it properly away. Not as I'm saying because some of you were not sufficiently aware and placed it just somewhere and it touched the floor. That is not. Please don't do this. Please properly respect, and then your japa will be easier. No, good. So I would like to now continue briefly. We are in good time still. I must thank you very much for being relatively on time. We're talking about Sambandha as chanting with a sense of relationship. It doesn't mean that you realize your constitutional position as a particular servant. It just means that I'm your part in the sense of the well-known shloka which you know, Jivera Svarupaya Nityera Krishna Das. No? You are by the Jiva is by its eternal constitutional position a Krishna Das, not a Maya Das, a Krishna Das. This, of course, you know, sometimes I have heard people, how can I think of someone I've never seen? How can I feel the same amount or even more amount or even only some amount of relationship to Krishna like this? I can have a relationship to my friends. I can have a relationship to my work colleagues. I can have a relationship to so many people because I see them. I interact with them. How can I make a relationship with Krishna? Isn't that artificial? But first of all, you must know you are already related to Krishna. In Europe, we have a situation that there were these these terrible world wars, and sometimes families were separated. So the parents, let us give an example, stayed in Romania. You've heard Romania, land of Dracula. Yes, Romania. No? And then it happened that the children were separated from them, and they came to, let us say, Germany. And they grew up, they studied there, they began to establish a family. And then they feel, whatever we do, I feel I was bereft of my relationship to the parents in the formative years of my life. When I was 8 or 9 or 11 or 12, I was cruelly separated from my parents by the hand of war. It took me away from Romania. And somehow I have heard psychologically you can only function if you have a relationship with the parents during this formative years. And now I feel something is severely lacking. I must find my parents. Now imagine this man who has maybe become the head of a company, is well established, goes back to Romania, and he traces his family, and he finds out, oh, my old parents are living in a very, very poor house, which is built with stones and has a thatched roof, with some straw and leaves. And he goes there, rich, dressed in a first-class suit, good shoes. Oh, my parents. And he knows that, there at the end of the mud road, this poor house. And he goes, he doesn't care that his shoes are becoming all muddy and that the pools of water on the road are wetting his first class Hugo Boss pants. He's just walking, plying through, and finally he knocks at the door, overwhelmed with emotion, and there are two old people. He hears their steps, and he hears the voice of his father. Who could it be? Who could it be? And he hears the answer of the mother. He has not seen anyone yet. Well, it may be the tax collector. Anyways, I have to open, and he opens, and he sees a man. And the man looks at him with deep emotion in the eyes. Something goes on. Who is this man? Have I seen him? And then the son screams, "Father!" The old man goes, "Sine!" Sine means son in Romanian language. I think so, if I remember properly. And they recognize by some natural mechanism. It may be hormones. I know when the mother, when the child is born, she develops certain hormone is coming where she feels just very much bound to the child and must always look at the child and see, is everything all right, and so on. Some father hormone, I think, is there, or whatever. I know only of the mother hormone. That is scientifically proven. Father hormone maybe is Sachinandan Swami creation. But somehow there's a sense, because they are related. They're genetically connected. Same, the body is from the father and the mother. Oh. So in the same way, my dear devotees, you have a relationship. But here it was not the cruel hands of war which separated you. It was your own mistake, and only you are to blame. Therefore, you have to be the one who makes the first steps. Krishna is always there. He's there in the heart. He has arranged that even in America, you found him somehow or other. No, he has made all the arrangements for you. So how do we start? My dear devotees, if you sincerely wish to know how to start in your relation, listen as carefully as the son in our example listens to the person who informs him in Romania where he can find his old parents. No? Listen with the same intent. There's only one way. It sounds almost like the Christians. I want to say more. You must hear about Krishna. Hear from authorized sources. Hear from his devotees. Hear from the literature like the Bhagavatam. There's a very nice example given in the 10th canto of the Bhagavatam of Rukmini Devi, a little young girl who regularly heard narrations of Krishna. When Narada Muni visited the palace of her father, what was the father again? Bhishmaka, yes, Maharaj Bhishmaka. She regularly was there. When the news came Narada Muni is coming, she left her toys, a little girl things, and went to the palace where Narada Muni was glorifying the Lord. And in this way she got to understand how he looks like. What are his characteristics, how he thinks, his qualities, his name, form, qualities, and pastimes, what he does, what he likes to do, etc. And by repeatedly hearing again and again about Krishna's beautiful form, his mesmerizing pastimes, and his exceptional qualities, no? Including his tremendous generosity and kindness to his devotees. By repeatedly hearing this, oh, Krishna is so kind, a desire came in the young girl's heart. My husband should be Krishna, only him. No husband made of blood, bones, skin, and a little pus. No need. She spoke about this very intensely. And when Rukmini's father, Maharaj Bhishmaka, decided to give Rukmini as a married wife to Shishupal, yes, Rukmini said, "This is too much, I can't marry Shishupal." And she wrote a love letter. And she gave that letter to a Brahmana who quickly went to Dwaraka and read the letter. He was received immediately by Krishna. All the palace guards were passed, and Krishna immediately smiled at him and said, "Yes, you have come from whom?" As if he didn't know. I have come from the daughter of Maharaj Bhishmaka, who has written the letter. Oh, will you please read the letter to me? And then the letter wrote, "Oh, my dear Lord, you are the only husband. I do not wish to marry Shishupal. If you cannot accept me as your wife in this life, I am prepared to perform austerities, give in charity, dig wells, so that in a future life you will be inclined to accept me. But if you want to accept me now, please, let us make a plan." And she wrote a plan. "When I come on the day of my marriage, fully decorated, out of the mandir of Chandika, it's a form of Durga, after I have requested for blessings. At that time, my Lord, you should be there and just kidnap me. Krishna smiled and decided to move very swiftly. Actually, there was not enough travel time, but Krishna gave extra order to his 4 horses. One horse is called Mega Pushpa, the flower of the cloud. It looked very. There's another one, very grey colored, different colored horses. They just went in the speed of Krishna's horses to the town. Please help me. What was the town where Rukmini lived? Kundila. And as Rukmini, there came a time, came out of the Durga Mandir. She looked so beautifully, my dear devotees. She's the goddess of fortune, the eternal associate of the Lord. That when the kings saw her, who were still seated on the elephants and horses, they were so infatuated and overwhelmed that they fell from their carriers. I don't know if this has ever happened to one of you men here. Falling out of your Chevrolets when you... They were so... It was so overwhelming. This beauty was unearthly, divine beauty. Then they saw another thing. One chariot slowly drove out of their midst and approached Rukmini. And before they knew, they saw the beautiful arm and hand of Krishna reaching out to Rukmini and pulling Rukmini on the chariot and driving away from the crowd. My dear devotees, at that time, you could only hear one sound. Nai! It was much louder. I was very, very conscious to not shock you too much. Nahi means no. And they took up their arms and pursued the chariot. Krishna said, we will have to deal a little with this. You Rukmini, daughter of a Kshatriya, you now drive my horses, they will follow you. And then he turned around. And as he was going to deal with the army, another force came. This force was led by a very angry personality. He was dressed in blue cloth, very whitish complexion, like camphor. He had a plow. Who was he? You know everything? Yes. So, how had Rukmini? And then the rest you can read in the Krishna book. My dear devotees, you're so joyful, but retain your concentration. How did Rukmini know and give herself to Krishna? Yes, she has a relationship, eternal relationship with Krishna. But why did she how could she make this bold decision? I will not marry the prince of Chedi. Chedi is another kingdom, Shishupal. I will only marry Krishna. She had never seen him. She had heard from Narada Muni, and by only this hearing, she made this bold decision. You get the point. Yes. So, therefore, holy name must always be coupled with Bhagavatam. We cannot ignore the Bhagavatam if we want to increase our good relationship to the holy name. We must hear about Krishna. The hearing is like a good water that comes on the seed. On the seed. Seed means when you see the seed, you can't yet see what comes out of the seed. But by watering it, you will soon see the beautiful plant. So if we talk now about chanting with a relationship to Krishna, which is so soothing, which is so much fulfilling the yearning of our soul, you must hear. What does it say? Nitya Sita Krishna Prema Satya Kabunoi Shravanadi Shuta Shite Koroye Udoy. The eternal perfection of love for Krishna does not need to be imported. It's already there, Nitya. By hearing Shravanadi and other such things, Kirtan, so on, it is revived. Udoy means it comes more and more, like the sun arises in the morning, and you see it more and more. Hearing is so important, my dear devotees. It's crucial. Without hearing regularly, you will be lost and become a computer ship in your next life. Maybe not a computer ship, that is too much of a curse. I'm referring to Silicon Valley. No? So, now it's time for an exercise. We want to do our last exercise with japa, where we are concentrating. My dear devotees, this is the last exercise. We hope to end it on time. So I need your willing cooperation. Feedback is there. Everyone please take the feedback. I request all of you to turn again to the beautiful deities of Radha Madan Mohan. If you cannot see the deities from your present position, sitting position, you might like to find another place from where it is possible to see. I think the children cannot yet see. Here we can see everything with computer. But computer, when we have the real deities, why go to the surrogate? I will say something and then we will chant japa. In this world, my dear devotees, there are countless diversions from our relationship with Krishna. Other relationships, our jobs, our dreams and desires. All these preoccupations are like smoke. One day they will simply dissolve into thin air. At that time, all of us will be left with our one and only eternal relationship. You all know this already, but still, our worldly relationships continue to demand our time and attention. We often allow them to take up nearly all of our energy. For a moment, I request you to go into that real relationship, that eternal relationship. Think for a moment of your other relationships and let them slip away. What is your job? Either in an office or at home. Let also this slip away. Your so-called important responsibilities gone. Your future desires gone. You're now absolutely free. Free to turn to your one relationship. You can feel completely safe and protected. Become aware that in your truest being, you are an eternal spiritual soul. You are an eternal servant of Radha and Krishna. It is only due to some misfortune that you had been absent from that relationship. But luckily, your fortune has turned. You finally met your spiritual master. You learned from him about your eternal identity as a pure spirit soul, completely separate from the gross and subtle body. And you have been inspired to take up loving service to their lordships, Shri Shri Radha, Madan Mohan. Turn to the divine couple and offering them a prayer like this. We will read it and hear it, but hear it as if it is our own prayer. I surrender to you, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan. Whatever I call mine is in truth your property. Everything is for your sake only. Everything is for your enjoyment. It is not meant for me. Today I'm turning to you as your sincere servant. Please accept me and engage me in your service. Take your bee back now, or your beads. If you don't have one, no problem. And chant japa in your own speed. We will just say one prayer to Lord Chaitanya before. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Go Bhaktavinda. And now do japa. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please continue, but a little softer, just for 1 minute. Continue, please, to chant. My dear devotees, some of you have gone back to mechanical chanting. That is not the idea. We are chanting really in relationship to the Lord now. Srila Prabhupada has informed us that chanting is a prayer. My dear Radha, my dear Krishna, please engage me in your service. That is a relationship. The servant and master. Please, for this round, give up mechanical habits. Chant from your heart. Chant with sambandha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So, Hare Krishna, thank you all very, very much. I regret that our time has been spent. I try to be as complete as possible, but as you know, this retreat or seminar is based on the Living Name Book. I hear all of the copies are unfortunately sold. That happens always. But if you wish to obtain a copy and have not yet obtained it, you could. We have copies still in America, and you could give the name. I suggest you could give your names to Rajeshwari and her husband Amit, and they will go to Sadhu Sangha and can make an arrangement with the storehouse person in Alachua, who will come to Sadhu Sangha. I think they will be available at Sadhu Sangha, and somehow they can be shipped to Silicon Valley, and then you can obtain them. But this aside, it was a great pleasure to be with you. I'm tempted really to go now into a question and answer period, because that would give us a chance to exchange a little bit more. But I want to honor the times which we have for this. I know I have been asked to give a lecture at 3 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and after this we can maybe have questions and answers which are urgent. I wish you really from my heart all the best. May this seminar be helpful for your own japa. May you attain what you secretly or overtly wish in your spiritual life through the power of the holy name. It is my sincere desire, and I will pray for all of you that the Lord will give His mercy. I don't know if He will listen to me, but I will nevertheless knock at His door. And I wish you really sincerely all the best. It was a pleasure to be with you, really, because you took with sincerity and earnestness to the exercises and to listening to the points. I'm very impressed by you, by this temple, by your devotional qualities. I'm highly impressed and wish that Krishna manifests himself by his mercy in your chanting of the holy name. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, it's been great fortune and our good blessings that you're here, and we hope that you make this your annual visit at ISV, and you can enliven us and make us revisit and connect, make sambandha with us, so we can also make same sambandha with the Krishna, following your footsteps. So please let's thank Satyanandan Swami in an ISV way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now there will be a prasadam, and Maharaj will be here at 3 o'clock, so hopefully all of you are staying back. And prasadam prayers will be led by one of the kids. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Maharaj.
Sharira Vidyaja Jaya Tareka Jive Fele Vishaya Sagore Dharmade Jivayati Lobamo Sudurmati Take jita कठिन संसारे कृष्ण वर दयामय कोरी वर जीव जाय स्वाप्रसाद दिलो बाय से अनामृत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेम धाको श्री चैतन्य निताय प्रेम धाको श्री चैतन्य निताय महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नमो ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे सपपुण्यं व्रतं राजन् विश्वासोने विजायते प्रसादे सर्वदुःखानां हानिराशोपजायते प्रसन्नचित्तस्य यशु पापविमुच्यते त्वयोगभुक्ता सर्गन्धा वासोऽलङ्कारचर्चिता उच्छिष्टभोजिनो दासस्तव मायां जहिमहि श्रीमद्भागवत महाप्रसाद की निताय गौर हरिबो 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 निताय गौर हरिबो निताय गौर हरिबो 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 निताय गौर हरिबो. Please come take prasadam.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We'll just take a half an hour break so Maharaj can have his prasadam. And I would encourage you also have your prasadam. And then he will be available near the book table at around 2:30 to sign the books. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.